Good morning, everybody. I made it a point this January I wanted to try and get out a little bit more content for you guys in the group and just basically get better at putting out content. So I got a fancy new mounting system for the car, which means you've got to put up with my accents even when I'm driving around trying to drive on the wrong side of the road here in America. But one thing I want to talk about because it's January basically and everyone's all super hyped about training really hard and making sure that they're getting back on the bandwagon, getting back on track after the festive season and all that kind of stuff is how much longevity and how much consistency are you going to put in, right? Are you going to just do it for 30 days, 60 days or 90 days and then fall back into old habits and basically back into old ways of doing things? And one thing I want you to remember is that this entire health and fitness journey is a lifelong basically adventure, for lack of a better word. Once you understand that it doesn't matter about getting to that number on the scale, and it doesn't matter about maybe looking a certain way or feeling a certain way, it's about the actual process and it's about putting in the work every single day. So what you will find is the longer that you're on the journey and the longer you stick to it and the more you start to enjoy the actual process versus the outcome of the process, you'll start to have a lot more longevity in training and being healthy. You'll start to have a hell of a lot more consistency, and then you'll start to understand all this time that there is no finish line, right? There is no, once I hit that number on that scale, I'm going to be happy, or once I fit into those clothes for that event, I'm going to be happy. It's all about being and becoming versus possessing and having. So what I mean by that is, this has to be something that you are, not what you do, right? You have to make sure that through this process of learning how to track your macros, learning how to count your calories, learning how to train properly, learning how to recover properly, that it starts to become who you are at your blueprint, who you are at your center. Because if it's just something you're doing for 30 days or 60 days, you're going to lose weight for sure. You're going to lose body fat for sure. You're probably going to eat a little bit healthier. But then as soon as that 60 days up or that hard 75 days is up or whatever is finished, you're just going to go straight back into your old habits, right? And this, at the core of it and at the crux of it, is the issue that a lot of people in this group and a lot of people in the fitness, or in the fitness industry, but the health and fitness journey have, is that they're not changing their habits. They're not changing their underlying issues. They're not changing their self-image. They're not moving on to a new chapter. They're just trying to cover up their bullshit habits and their lifestyle with new fancy programming or new fancy workouts they found on Instagram or new fancy detox teas. So this week, and even in this month, as we're getting to the end of it, I really want you to really focus on changing your habits, not just working on eating a little bit better, but make it a habit that you eat better all the time. It's not just about working out 3 or 4 times a week. It's part of who you are and part of your character that you work out X amount of times a week, no matter what. All right, guys, have a good day. I'm headed to the gym, and I'll see you awesome people in the group or in the next video. Bye.